like I say, shout out to my mom. That's about it.
Hey, JT, on that note, you decided to go with Barrett the Fourth.
Yep.
This year. Any reason you made the switch from just Barrett to Barrett the Fourth?
Well, having they asked me about it, I didn't think much of it like prior to it, and they was like, well, if you don't like it, then we'll change it. And then my mom saw it, she loved it, so mom says goes. Boom.
It's accurate too, right?
Barrett IV.
Yep. Barrett IV the fourth.
JT, the run pass option, everybody, it's the big in vogue thing that people are talking about now about this offense, especially based on the last week and stuff. Where does it play, in your opinion, most to your strengths? I mean, what do you like about it?
I just think it keeps the defense honest. I mean, you really work run pass options. You really can't just be heavy loaded, whether it be run or pass. You can't have guys sink on the pass. You can't have guys loaded in the box. Being that on those plays you get both, so you have to be prepared for both. You have to be disciplined with their eyes and just for offense. The defense is never right. I mean, there's sometimes really bad look. I mean, we gain 2 yards, we'll take it. But at the end of the day, I think puts us in the best position to attack the defense.
You guys, you had a sling to the flat, I think, to Austin Mack at one point that looked very much like a play Baker Mayfield had the week before. Was that a little bit of a copycat, or is that just the way that play can work sometimes?
No, that's we had that play in the offense before.
I had never seen you really do that, though. Go ahead.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a lot of plays
you have done it.
Yeah. There's a lot of plays you haven't seen, brother. But so that was one of those type plays. It was kind of like a triple option. Really, I mean, behind the line of scrimmage. So it was one of those kind of ones where I throw a bub, but that one was in the boundary. So it was just him doing a one step, I guess, look route.
But does it play to your strengths? I mean, it looks like you have good recognition of what you're seeing in front of you. I mean, that's for one of another phrase. Do you feel like that's playing to your strength, that triple option sort of look?
Yeah, I think with my ability to run, guys are going to, kind of collapse on me and then be able to throw it out last second. And just making the right decision. Don't have us in, terrible plays. Like, if it looks funky, then, gain 2 yards, get down, or throw it away, whatever the case may be. But I think coaches having trust in me, knowing that if it is a bad look, just to manage it the best way.
JT, I think that more than half of your completions on Saturday were completions behind the line of scrimmage. And I was wondering, how does that, help you in your game? Does it open other things up? Can this team be successful long term with that as a major part of the passing game in terms of opening up the run and maybe taking a shot downfield over the top? I mean, how does throwing laterally help? And if you guys did have struggles throwing the ball downfield, does that help ease the issue a little bit?
Yeah, so, I mean, the times we did take our shots downfield, the guy was at like 15 yards and he was bailing. So they were not having it as far as us getting behind them. So with that, throwing bubs, off that we can have, we pump a bub and go downfield. We can still throw bubs. I mean, there's a lot of things that come off of that, being that we attack horizontally the field. So I think it does help us, being that they have to account for that now. But yeah, as far as dropping back and throwing the ball downfield, the college game I think is getting away from that. And I think even with us, people know we have playmakers on our side with a lot of speed, so they're just sagging off. So now that definitely will help us going down the line.
Can that work against a team that has equal talent on the other side of the ball?
Yeah, it's almost like misdirection. So you remember the days watching Oregon do that all the time?
Yeah.
Same thing. So it's kind of like the misdirection. I mean, you're seeing this, you're getting that same look, throwing a screen out there, throwing a screen out there, then we fake screen, go deep. So all that, the defense has to be ready for that.
Could you see the defense even adjusting to that within the game, since that was some stuff you hadn't showed as much of before?
Yeah, so, I mean, they were trying to rally to it as best they could, but we were playing a little faster. And I think our guys did a great job blocking out there. So I think they were trying to, rally and get more people over there. I think being able to get it out fast in my hands and our receivers blocking helped a lot.
JT, Coach Meyer said yesterday that the next step of this offense, he wants to see continued growth in this offense. What do you think is the next logical step in that direction?
I think, I don't know, just better execution on things, playing faster. I mean, coach is greatest to see as far as our tempo, so we definitely play faster, better execution on things, like I said. I don't know, I think all around, everybody just picking up their game and executing better.
JT, what was it like to have Joe back? I know he got fully cleared. How did you see him work through that injury? It was kind of a major setback for him in this race, and now that he's back, I mean, what did you see during his recovery and today when he's back?
Well, I mean, it was 2 weeks and he's throwing the ball again, which I thought was crazy. My man had a whole broken hand, and then 2 weeks later, after surgery, he was throwing the ball. That's so he was really working hard with Stu and our athletic training staff. So, I mean, I knew that was something that, then it was like right after camp, he was having a really good camp. That was kind of hard for him to process, but I think he attacked it the best way he could, and now he's back, just trying to get back in the field of things, adjusting to having a plate in his hand, so I think he's doing well.
Last question. JT, Austin Mack seems like he's come along a little bit the last couple of weeks, had that great catch against Oklahoma, then he gets a touchdown. How much are you developing that confidence in him that when you get the ball to him that he's able to go out and get something for you out there?
Yeah, so I think Austin doing a great job as far as having a great conversation on the sideline on what he sees over there, whether it be a corner safety, his recognition of coverage and things like that. So that being said, he's progressing very well as far as that aspect of the game, and then I always knew he was kind of one of those guys that have for sure hands. I think when the ball's in the air, that he thinks it's his, and he go out there and has that kind of dog in him, Mike Thomas type of feel. So with that, I think he's headed in that direction.
Preseason, you mentioned wanting to be a little more aggressive, trusting your receivers with 50-50 balls. How much do you think Matt can be a guy that you want to trust with some of those options, considering he's got that height?
Yeah, it's a bigger body type of guy, knowing that he's not blazing fast like Paris or Terry, but like I said, when those type of balls, those 50-50 balls, just give him a chance to go touch it, and he's going to do his best to come down with it.
JK, real quick, J.K. Dobbins, what he's doing, does it surprise you at all? I mean, I know the high school football in Texas is really good, but does this surprise you all that a true freshman was able to do what he's doing?
I mean, we saw it in camp, we saw it in spring ball, so I said before, it's like we weren't really surprised. I don't think anybody, if you talk to him, was really surprised about it. I think if anything, the fact that he didn't play last year and had a broken ankle, that's real surprising. But I mean, like I said, we saw it in practice, and that's the thing. Everybody that make plays, offense or defense, you see in practice, like Tuck Borland, like in the game, like I'm pretty sure everybody was like, well, Tuck, I mean, we don't really talk about Tuck Borland, but he was out here making plays in practice, so it's no surprise to us, because in order to get on the field, you have to make plays in practice in order to play. So I think that's how we operate here, so no, I'm not really surprised.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.